What's up guys, today we got my new clutch in. It's right here. I didn't expect to get this clutch in until a couple days later. It just showed up in my front door and I was like, oh, I'm actually not ready to do it. I cleaned out the garage. Well, all this was filthy, but I got all the stuff back here so I can at least pull the car in a little bit to drop the transmission. I'm gonna get trans fluid, a rear main seal, and a transmission seal, because I'm gonna do that while I'm in here. But so we got right here, as you can see, an XTD clutch. I had one of these clutches in my Miata and it was pretty good. There's actually one in the 240 right now that the previous owner put in, but for some reason it's slipping. I have a feeling it's because it feels like a stock flywheel, so I think it's the stock flywheel in there. I got the full kit with the flywheel. Here we have their 11-pound flywheel, which looks better quality than the one that I actually put in the Miata. The one that I put in the Miata, the paint here, whatever the black paint that they use, it was flaking off when I first got it, and I don't know why. Here we have the clutch, 6-puck ceramic. This is the stage 3 kit, but there's that 6-puck sprung. We have the pressure plate right here. Got the clutch alignment tool, and we got the pilot bushing and release bearing right here. Got that. So I think my SD card just got corrupted. Anyways, I jacked up the car. I took out the shifter, drive shaft, and I drained the oil, and I made a mess. Yep. A lot of shavings in the oil, and cleaned off this. So they indeed put an XTD clutch here. Let's take it apart, see the damage. So that's what the old clutch looks like. Oh, you guys see those cracks? A few heat spots, not too bad. This friction disc looks pretty ate up. Like, I don't think that's normal wear. That's toast. This flywheel has a few heat spots as well, so that's not good. Let's smack out the flywheel bolts, and then here's a new flywheel. Here's the old one. Super heavy compared to this one, so it's gonna be a lot rev happier. Anyways, take that pilot bushing out and clean up this. So I forgot to film this, but as you can see, I got bread and grease, and yeah, it actually worked. I used this socket, 11 mil, and I put extension the other side, stuffed that pilot bushing thing, grease and bread, and I got it out. I don't even know where the pilot bushing went. Alright, so here's the old pilot bushing. The 11 mil fits, like, see that? And basically we're using hydraulic pressure with the bread and the grease, and it gets pressed, and there's like a little cavity in here, and it gets pressed. The only place it can push out is back out here, and it just pops the pilot bushing out. Of course, you gotta clean off all the bread and grease in there. So I got the new flywheel on. Now to put the clutch in. I got the alignment tool in with the clutch, cleaned off the flywheel face, and then we're gonna clean off the pressure plate face and put it on top, torque it down the spec. Alright, well, that's in there now. This comes out easy, so we're all good to go. These pressure plate bolts are torqued, the flywheel bolts are torqued, so basically just ready to put the transmission back on. Other than that, yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep and then do it in the morning. It's the next day, and I resealed the transmission turret thingy. Clutch in, new pilot bushing, alignment tool is in. All I really have to do is put the clutch or transmission back on. I can't just put it on looking like this, so I'm gonna spray it down real quick. Also in here looks really bad, so I'm just gonna clean it up, re-grease the input shaft. So I'm just scrubbing. The shine is coming out, so that's what it actually looks like underneath all this grease. So yeah, I'll keep going. I kind of just went at it again. Got the transmission in there, drive shaft in there, all the bolts. What I just did was I filled the transmission, so I took the drain or the fill plug out, and then instead of trying to pump fluid up there, I just had, since I already had the shifter off, I just dumped 3 quarts in there and then let the excess come out, and then that's, once it's done dripping, you just close it back up and then you're good to go. The clutch pedal feels a lot better now. Before it was sloppy, now I actually got pressure, so it feels good. Probably gonna have to do the clutch, bleed the clutch, but it looks fine to me right now, so we good.